Let's discuss common scalp issues that you could be facing. If you're new to my channel and if you're not, welcome back. I'm Mike. I'm a hairdresser, a L'Oreal color specialist, a makeup fan and a skincare lover. In today's film I will be talking about and taking you through the most common scalp issues you could be facing, and I will help you recognize those issues. So if you want to sit with me on this hairdressing 101 lecture, then you better keep on watching. What is the story, everyone? Today's topic is scalp, and scalp health is very, very important because I believe that if you don't have healthy scalp, you will never have healthy hair. And the most frequent asked questions in the comment section down below is mainly about scalp, whether it's dry scalp, my hair is smelly, my scalp is smelly, my scalp is itchy, my scalp is flaky, what should I do? FYI, I am not a doctor and I am not a trichologist, so I will not be giving you remedies for those issues. I can guide you through what you should use, but I believe that you should leave that to professional, because when it comes to scalp, it is very specific, it is very medicated, so leave it to doctors or trichologists. But however, if you'd like me to do a film about scalp products and what could help and suit that issue, then let me know in the comment section down below. So you guys, we're gonna start off with number one problem: smelly scalp and hair. When it comes to smelly scalp or hair, we're not talking about sweaty scalp, that scalps that just smells from sweat. We're talking about that issue that when you wash your hair and you dry it, it smells like wet dog or gone off bread or stale bread. It literally smells the minute you shampoo it or before shampoo it, and it won't go away. So what is smelly scalp and what causes smelly scalp? Smelly scalp or hair is caused when bacteria or fungus is present in the scalp. If you're suffering from smelly scalp, so I mean you wash your hair and your scalp smells like a wet dog, that's the best way to describe it. It is probably you either have fungus or bacteria growing on your scalp, and you probably need something like a sulfur based shampoo for that, or antibacterial shampoo, so anything with a tea tree, because as we all know, tea tree is antibacterial. Smelly scalp can also happen when apocrine sweat gland is extracted, and that causes smell. It's similar to an armpit swell, because as we all know, our scalp is covered in sweat glands. So when that sweat gland is extracted, it can actually cause smell. So like that, it's either due to sweat or you have a bacterial or fungal growing on your scalp. Let's talk about dandruff. As we all know, dandruff is very, very common, and when it comes to dandruff, there's two types of dandruff. You have dry dandruff, which is flaky, grey, white in color, and it's small, and also you have oily dandruff, which is bigger, it's oilier, and it's smelly. So let's talk about dry dandruff first. Dry dandruff happens when there is an overproduction of skin cells on your scalp. So what happens is your skin cells overproduce than usual or than normal, so they overproduce a lot faster than they should, and that builds up on your scalp, and that ends up being dandruff. So you have that white flaky stuff that just tends to stick on your scalp, and it's just not really, really nice. It can be also commonly known as dry skin, because like that, it is production of dead skin cells, but like that, when it's white and grey in color, it is dandruff. However, oily dandruff is a completely different thing. Like that, it is caused by yeast like that feeds on the scalp. Then it's mixed with overproduction of sebum, and boom, we have oily dandruff. And oily dandruff is a lot thicker, it's more yellowy in color, it's stickier, it's oilier, and it also smells. So you have to know that there's two types of dandruff. One is dry dandruff, which is your classic dry scalp, flaky scalp. So you have like white dandruffy grey flakes on your scalp. And then second one is oily dandruff, which is larger, it's scalier, it's yellowy, and it's smelly. How about itchy scalp? A lot of us can have itchy scalp and we don't know why. Itchy scalp can be caused by many different things. So like that, dandruff can give you itchy scalp. Also, overuse of hair products can give you itchy scalp. So if you're using something that is incorrect for your hair or builds up on your hair, that can also cause itch. Also, we can get an allergic reaction to it. We're just sensitive to certain products, so if something is quite perfumed and you're very sensitive to it, that can cause itch. Also, we can develop small hives on our scalp and that can cause itchiness. How about dry scalp? Dry scalp happens when there's not enough oil to lubricate the skin, and that causes dry scalp. Some people could have naturally dry scalp like you have naturally dry hair. And when you have dry scalp, that can cause actually itchiness to your scalp, so your scalp will be itchy, it can be flaky, and it can be irritated. When it comes to dry scalp, you definitely want to use something that's a lot moisturizing and gentler on the scalp, so you don't want to use anything too much. And you're gonna probably ask me, does overwashing the hair or not washing your hair enough can cause dry scalp? Yes and no. It all depends on your scalp and what you're using on your scalp. So make sure if you have dry scalp, just use something that's a lot gentler. Use products that are designed for dry scalp. And a good trick is put a tiny bit of light moisturizer on your scalp. I know people with dry scalp and they do put moisturizer on their scalp and it does help. And if you're putting moisturizer, just make sure you do it at night so it can absorb into the hair, and if it feels heavy in the morning, rinse it out. My scalp is sore or tense. Now, sore or tense scalp. This is that type of scalp that's really sore, it's really tense, it doesn't want to move. Every time you touch it, it's stiff and it's sore. And if you ever had tense scalp, you know what I'm talking about. And tense scalp or sore scalp usually happens due to stress, anxiety, allergies, sunburn, pollution, heat or cold. It's just a natural reaction of your body. And so many people will tell you that if you're stressed or if you're anxious or if you have loads going on, you can see it in your hair. You notice that the health of your hair, of your nails and your skin is going to bits. But same can happen to your scalp. Your scalp can become really tense and really sore. The best thing to do is relax, de-stress, and also massage your scalp. Massaging your scalp is so important to get that blood flow running through your scalp. With your fingertips, just massage your scalp, and what that will do is that will help to bring the blood flow and circulation in your scalp. How about a scalp buildup? Scalp buildup is not a myth, and if you know me and if you watch me, I talk a lot about buildup. And stuff can build up on your scalp. So do you ever like scratch your scalp and you can nearly see stuff under your fingernails? That is build up on your scalp. Hair products can build up on your hair, especially something like dry shampoo. Conditioners that are too heavy, shampoos that are too heavy, products that are not right for you or that are not rinsed out correctly, they will build up on your scalp. Then they will mix with stuff like sweat and oil, and voila, we have a lovely build-up on our scalp. That build-up would actually flake off, so the minute you start scratching your scalp, that will start coming off, but it can cause irritation and itchiness to your scalp. The best thing to do for that is make sure that you cleanse out everything correctly. Use a clarifying shampoo to get rid of any build-up on your hair, and make sure that you rinse out your hair correct. When it comes to health of your scalp, I think it's very important. Like that, I'm not a trichologist, I'm not a doctor, but as a hairdresser, I know how to recognize certain signals of the health of your scalp, and I think it's very important to look after your scalp. Anyways guys, thank you for watching today's film. I hope you found this film rather interesting, helpful and useful. Please like, share, comment and subscribe to my channel. Also check out my other social media. And of course you guys, please do take care. Bye.